Looks like we are live. What is up, everybody? I could not contain my excitement today about going live with this individual. I'm going to open the doors, let him speak, show you a little bit of how he basically went from zero to now a 100K affiliate, head coach, badass content writer. Anyway, if you're here live, you know the drill. Go ahead and put in hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay. I'm going to have this up on my profile for the next 24 hours. And if you're interested in to see the replay after the 24 hours, go ahead, click the link in my bio. Come check out my group. I'm going to have it stored there. I know that we're going to drop off a lot of information, a lot of value. So in the comments below, I want you to go ahead and interact, smash the heart button, smash the care button, anything that you'd like to do to let us know that you're getting the most value out of this live. So let me go ahead and bring him on. Serdjim, I'm going to let him tell his story and kind of kick you guys off and get you going here. And so Serdjim, what's up, buddy? How you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me here and for that badass introduction.
I try sometimes, but my nerves sometimes get the best of me. But hey, you just got to keep going, right? Nobody's perfect. But yeah, today, Serdjim has been doing this a while, a little bit longer than I have, and we've been talking, and he's basically been helping me out, helping me along, trying to get me going in the same direction he is. And realistically, the strategies and the value we want to put out today hopefully helps a lot of you. Maybe you're stuck somewhere, or maybe you're actually doing well and you're looking to kind of get yourself past a certain point. And that's just kind of the thing we're looking to do in this interview today. Kind of get you maybe unstuck, get you out of the mud, or maybe get you motivated a little bit more to do a little bit more and get some strategies that you can use and consistently use on a regular basis. So I'm gonna turn it over to Serdjim, let him talk, and in the comments, ask questions. We're gonna answer as many questions as we can towards the end. So just keep the interaction flowing. Put in your questions, and Serdjim, tell them what it's all about, man.
So, where do I start? First of all, thanks again for having me here. I'm pretty excited about this interview. So, yeah, for those of you guys who don't know me, basically, I didn't start with affiliate marketing, actually. I started with network marketing, something that I also think it's a very good business model, but it's not really like affiliate marketing. It's very similar though, but I much prefer the benefits of affiliate marketing. I don't have to do all that recruiting, downlines, and all that kind of stuff. Which if you haven't done a network marketing, you probably don't know any of that crap, which is good. But yeah, I started with network marketing, and I failed. Then I got introduced into affiliate marketing. I started doing affiliate marketing. It was, it sounded fun. It was really, it sounds really easy when you first hear affiliate marketing, because you don't have to deal with all the BS stuff that you usually deal with other business models. And I failed in affiliate marketing as well. But then I got into PPC marketing and CPA marketing and drop shipping, e-commerce, and then drop servicing and so on and so on. So kind of like I thought, the way I'm heading is to become a master of failing in every business model. Seriously, when you hear all these parts of my story, you probably think like, this dude is master at failing. And that's something that for some time I used to see myself, right? I used to see myself as a failure. Whatever I try, I just I'm literally like trying to touch something and it just starts to like burn, right? And I was like, I started doubting myself, right? I said, maybe I wasn't even born for this. Maybe, like nobody from my family, it's doing any business. I don't have business people in my family. And so I was like, people, I started listening to people's doubts and it really affected my mindset. Other people would say, listen, your dad is not a business person, your mom is not, right, a business person, you don't have, like, why do you think you're going to succeed? And I was like, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to succeed. And after some time, that you go from I'm going to succeed to I'm going to succeed, and it doesn't sound good anymore. And so I had a little bit of success though with e-commerce or drop shipping, basically selling other people's products, but on your platform, right? So I think we were averaging around $3,000 per month revenue, but would come down to $400 to $500 per month profit, which is not a really nice number when you're actually thinking about all these kind of things that I was dealing with, such as customer service, shipping and handling, doing all that kind of stuff, and running paid ads, sometimes not profitable ads. What else, like virtual assistants and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, really, I like the idea of having my own store, being the boss, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it was too much stress and too much to deal with. And so I was thinking, okay, so I've really tried a lot of business models, and even though I failed a lot business models, I also learned a lot. And so one line I always use is, I may not have $1 million in my bank accounts, but I have millions of mistakes in my pockets.
Right.
And those million mistakes cost a lot of money, a lot, right? And a lot of time. And so I started thinking, I've tried a lot of business models. Which one of those business models was actually the easiest one? Which one do I find myself in doing, right? If I'm about to go and do a business, because I was in the middle, of thinking, in a dilemma. Should I actually should I continue doing this internet thingy online, or just go back to a job just like anyone else, get paid every 2 weeks, and continue living my life that way, retire after 40 years, and then, I don't know, wait for a couple more years to die, I guess. Was that?
Oh, I was going to say, I know, some people know you, some people don't, but just to kind of put this in preferences, some of us, come from all different places all over the world. Right. And Serdjim actually is from, and correct me, North Macedonia.
You got it right.
All right, man. So the thing about it, and that's what really, like, I love his story, man. And I'll let him continue, but that was one of the things that impressed me the most, man, is as affiliates, right? We try to look and try to solve problems and go where we can help people the most. But like, it's just awesome, like how you started, and that's really what kind of got me over and talking to Serdjim. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, just hold that for a minute, where I actually stopped, right, with, with my story. But I want to take you back a little bit, a little bit more, because since Eric actually mentioned it, I'm actually a certified physical therapist, right? That's what I got that I graduated as a physical therapist, had to practice, get certified, and actually, do work at a hospital. And that means, I don't have any business or marketing degree, right? But, I got into, even before I get into marketing and business, right? I even since like high school, I think, I knew that I want more than just a job, right? In like, I wanted, one thing about me, I really love helping people, regardless if that's making money or something else. It's just something natural that comes to me. I think it's like we all in our family just have it. So then I was thinking, like, what can I do to help people, right? And it's crazy. It's like, sometimes to me, it's even more crazy. Like, how could I think like this at 14 years old, right? And so, anyways, I choose to pursue physical therapy. Study physical therapies, so that I can help people recover from surgeries and whatever, whatnot. And so after I graduated, I was like, okay, so what do I do with this diploma now? And so I started practicing. I got certified as a physical therapist. I started working. And, in Macedonia, like, you get paid, at that time, like 250 to 350 €350 per month. And that's like, imagine if you're living alone, which at that, at that time I was, with my parents, but imagine if I wanted to like go by my own, like I wouldn't be able to pay my rent, which is like 300 euros, as much as I'm earning. Then you have bills, then you have food, then you have all other things, right? And so what
Right.
I started doing is I started working in bars. So I was a bar waiter. I was trying different kind of things, and that's the time when I actually got into making money online. Somebody introduced me into some funny stuff, and then I learned about network marketing. So when I actually got into affiliate marketing, I realized, I was going that, first through that YouTube rabbit hole, what we call, when you're actually watching one video, how to do X, Y, Z, and then another video pops up, another video, another video, another video. And so you get overwhelmed. And then what, right? You either want to quit, or you search for some, course plus review on YouTube. So you watch another 1,000 reviews, you buy a course, and then you get into the course, you watch like so many video trainings, and then you get overwhelmed, you have nobody to ask questions, and so on and so on. So I decided, I realized I needed a mentor. And so I couldn't afford a mentor coming from a third tier country, right? Let alone the fact that I was broke as hell. And in third tier country, broke means really, really broke, right? And I went on into, I started, working double shift so I can save more money. And even a friend who actually lives in United States, in Chicago, he actually lended me some money so I can go for this casino dealer academy in Lithuania. So I lived there for 2 months, so I can actually go and work on cruise ships to save money, to support my family, and to be able to invest into mentors, because I really wanted success. I wanted to be successful at whatever it is, right? I just wanted to be
Right.
successful, be able to work from my computer, and so on and so on. So to bring you back, to where I left off with my story earlier, right? So I was really disappointed. I was, I started to question myself. I started doubting myself, and I was actually ready to quit. And then, one of there's this girl that I used to follow on Facebook. At that time, she was a multiple six-figure affiliate, right? She was doing really, really great. And she introduced me to her mentor, right? I saw her offer on Facebook. First, I was like, do I message her? Do I not? Like, I was interested, but I knew if I message her, I will probably end up being asked to spend money. And I didn't like that question because I was not in a situation to spend money. Anyway, so I reached out to her. I started talking, pretty natural conversation. She helped me out. I mean, she introduced me to her mentor. At first, I was like, is this one of those things that I've already been through? Is this guy actually what he looks like he is, right? Because, my mentor and Eric's mentor, he's a very transparent guy, very, straight to the point. He tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, right? He's not going to tell you things just to make you like, he's not sugarcoating, right? And so I was like, is he really like that, or is just like what he's showing up on social media, right? Anyways, I took her up on the offer. I started actually going through, the course, and that's when things started to change for me, right? I was able to start generating consistent monthly income, quit my job, which, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I actually used to work on cruise ships as a casino dealer. So a lot of people were really shocked when I actually quit my job, because I traveled over 120 cities all over the world. So United States, Canada, Australia, Africa, like a lot of places, like all the continents, right? And so when I said I'm quitting, like my family and everybody was like, "What the hell? Are you even crazy?" So the good part of that, it's, I used to travel a lot. That's the good part about working on cruise ships. You travel a lot, you meet great people, but I didn't find myself working for a boss. I didn't find I just didn't like somebody, be in control of my life, when to take a break, what to do, when to do it. Can I take a break now? Why not? Right? When to go for a vacation, and all that kind of stuff. And and at the same time, I also wanted to, because I'll be quite honest with you, right? I'm at the same time, the way I describe myself, it's a lazy workaholic. So I don't like doing too much work, but when like I have moments when I actually like something, I just want to do it the best way. I really want to give my maximum out when I'm doing something. And so I see Nate is watching hashtag live, seeing that. How you doing, Nate?
What's
Thanks for
going
watching.
on?
Yeah, so I wanted more than that, right? So I want to do something, and at a job, when you do more efforts, like when you give more efforts, you're building somebody else company a lot more, right? But you're not getting paid more. And so I realized I want to have my own business, right? That's one of the reasons I actually got into business. I mean, my main reason is actually to provide myself and my family a better quality life. But the second thing is I really actually wanted to do more, right? To provide more, to make impact. And so that's my story in a nutshell.
It's it's an awesome story. I mean, like a lot of us, or I can say at least for me, that kind of hits home, right? I have two kids. I want to be able to provide for them, work from home, and give them a little bit more of my time, versus being trapped behind a desk, whether it's 12 to 14 hours a day or less. But you know, so so let's go ahead and let's dive into this a little bit. Like, so you know, your story is awesome, but like, how'd you get, like, when you started, like, what was your kind of like strategy to really like start ramping up where you wanted to go? And like, what kind of like successes did you have when you first started off? So if you could just kind of like tell us a little bit about that on, how you started becoming a little bit more successful through affiliate marketing and kind of like your strategies.
So basically, I mean, I made my first $20,000 in affiliate marketing. That's 2000, well, basically 2016 to 2017, within 4 months, right? And so when I made my first $20,000, I literally had no idea how to do affiliate marketing. I mean, I thought I knew, but that's like maybe like, okay, let's just say 5% of what I know now, right? And so that company actually unfortunately got shut down by the Federal Trade Commission. And so as a beginner, somebody who has no clue how to do affiliate marketing, who just made $20,000, and obviously I started spending a lot because I thought, okay, this is it. I'm quitting my job. I can buy a house. I can do this. I can buy cars. I can do whatever, right? And so I started spending my money. Like I spent it a lot more than I was actually making. And this company actually got shut down by the Federal Trade Commission because of XYZ reasons, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, now what, right? I need a different program, right? I want to do this. And so I would get in another program that was obviously crap, and then another one, and so I was constantly failing and failing and failing. And so then 2018, again, I made like $12,000 within 5 months. And then I
Wow.
started again failing down, failing, and so that's when I actually got into e-commerce, right? Drop shipping. And so I'll speed up that process, from e-commerce. Basically, when I was making $3,000 per month, but only profiting 400 and 500, dealing with a lot of stress. And then moving steps ahead, when I actually reached out to this girl on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
when she introduced me to her mentor. It wasn't like I got into the program and I started taking action. So throughout these years, I have developed a very, very bad mindset, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, a mindset of a skeptic, mindset of a procrastinator, mindset of what we also call a shiny object syndrome. I don't know if you have heard that term, but what basically it means, it's you're getting distracted by the next new thing, right? So here is this new course about how to do Facebook organic marketing. Okay, I'm in, right? Here is this new course where you don't have to do Facebook organic marketing. You can just do one TikTok video per day. All right, let me dive in. And so I was like on every new thing. I had purchased so many courses that from then until now, it's even impossible to go to go through them all, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so one of those program was actually my mentor's program, the program that we're part of right now. I mean, the older version. And so because I was working on cruise ships, I used to travel a lot, and I don't remember where exactly I was. I think it was Helsinki or Finland or Russia, I don't know. I think St. Petersburg, Russia, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. So I was in Starbucks, so having my coffee because on the ship the internet is really crap, and so I'm having coffee and using the Starbucks internet, and then I get a notification. My mentor is actually live. This guy that I bought a program from, and I'm like, all right, I have nothing else to do. I mean, I have a lot of things to do, but that really distracted me. And so, okay, let me see what's all about. And so I'm listening to his free live stream in his free Facebook group. I got so much value that he wowed me. I was like, there is no freaking chance he's giving so much information for free. Like, have you ever felt like you're going through a program or you're watching a free video or whatever, and you have this aha moment? You're like, oh my God, that's it. Well, I got like 10 of those aha moments watching his free training. And so what happened is like, oh, there's like no freaking way. I'm diving into his program right away, right now, right? And so I was going through his program. Obviously, I was doing a big mistake that most people do, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really natural when you're actually going through so many programs. You have just built these kind of habits because you have this instant gratification where you want to get results as much as possible, right? Regardless if that's you want to lose weight fast, or you want to become shredded fast, or you want to make money fast, whatever, right? Like 99% of the people want that. Even the people that say no, I have a long-term mindset, even those people have a percentage of a instant gratification. And so what happened is I was going through this program. Like I would jump into the traffic mastery course, the traffic master. How do I get traffic? Because I was struggling with traffic. And then how do I close people on Messenger? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I was constantly failing and failing and failing. And then I would see new people come into the program, 3 months after I got into the program,
Right.
and they're getting results. They're making $1,000, $500, 1,500, 3,000, 10,000. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, what's going on? What am I missing? Right. And so a lot of time my mentor would actually talk about, hey, Lauren. So a lot of time my mentor would actually speak about mindset. I'm like, okay, mindset, whatever. My mom, mindset. What is mindset? Mindset is that something like mindset, whatever. And so I wasn't not paying attention. I knew it's important, but I was the type of guy that would say, okay, so teach me how to make money. All right. I'm going to learn mindset later.
Right. I want the shortcut. I want to go in. I want to start
Yeah.
making money. Let's go.
And it doesn't work that way, right? So you want to get a good body, right? You want to go to the gym and you want to work out, and then your coach says, listen, you got to also eat healthy. And it's the same like telling him, well, I'm gonna start eating healthy once I look big or once I look good, right? It doesn't work that way. It's the same with mindset. You got to feed your mind with the right things. And so at some point I was like really frustrated, and I was like, okay, what the hell I'm doing wrong? And so I was always skipping the first part of the training, which is mindset, right? How to get your mind right. Because we all people are programmed by the government, by parents, by the society to think like average people, to think like an employee. And if you want to be successful, even when you're not getting results, you have to think like a person that is already getting results. That is one of the key secrets of becoming successful. If you want to be successful, you have to think like a successful person before you even get there. And so I started getting through that mindset trainings, and taking like the way I look at mindset trainings right now is like taking vitamins every single day. So like I have a morning routine, and at the time I didn't have any morning routine, any kind of that kind of stuff. And so the things that really changed for me was getting a morning routine. And part of my morning routine is actually reading my vision. What do I ultimately want to achieve and why? Right. The next thing is actually reading some affirmations to actually prime my mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm actually doing my morning walk, so I'm walking for 30 to 120 minutes per day.
Wow.
At that time, I'm listening to mindset trainings from my mentor. Even those trainings that I've heard like millions of times, I'm just rewiring my brain, like I'm brainwashing myself. And so that's one of the key things, right? And so then slowly I started getting traction. Why? Because now my mindset is right. I can attract better traffic. I can create better content. I can have better messenger conversation, and so on and so on and so on. So I would say if you're somebody who is just getting started, and you're like jumping over the steps, you should go back and like one of the lines I've heard, I think yesterday I was reminded, is from Golden Myron, but I'm not sure. He says, like, if you're not getting good fruits, you have to dig deeper into the roots, fix the roots, so then the tree can actually start producing good fruits, right? And so is the same with business, with affiliate marketing. This is why I always stress out a lot. If you are a beginner, make sure you do the things right, just like your mentor tells you, if you have a mentor. If not, I suggest get one, right? um, because then going back and fixing, it's a lot harder than actually doing the hard work at the beginning, if that makes sense. So yeah, that would be the things that really changed for me: getting my mind right, and obviously asking my mentor questions. Like, I was bombarding him with questions, and I was even getting on weekly group coaching calls, because at that time I didn't really have one-on-one access to my mentor like I have now. I'm one of the few people in his seven-figure inner circle, but at that time I didn't had any of that stuff, right? I was just like, I had access to the program, to the group coaching and all that kind of stuff. And he would usually do his trainings at 8 p.m. EST.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got a frozen Serdjim. That's all right. He'll be back in a minute. Why he's excuse me, still trying to battle a little cold. As he's coming back and unfreezes, basically I think where he was going with it is, basically he was saying that he was trying to make sure that get somebody that's going to answer your questions, somebody that's going to help you out along the way. And as he's slowly coming back, we'll wait for him to come back and continue on. We'll ask questions. Make sure that you're dropping a little love in the comment section. Make sure you are asking questions in the live stream. Let us know what hardships you have, so I can go ahead and pass it off to Serdjim, answer a couple questions for you, try to get you unstuck through this live, and hopefully give you as much value as possible. Or you can just tell us where you're watching from. You're watching from Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. Just drop it in the comments. We'll wait a couple more minutes, see if he comes back online. I know for a while he's trying to figure out his service provider, so let's see where we can go with it. But with some of the stuff he was dropping, really I struggled a lot with that myself. Mindset training, everything like that. But looks like he got back. His internet is back. It's live.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the training, the beginning of the interview, basically at the same time every day for the past few days, my internet has been dropping the exact same time, I think. So forgot to mention. So sorry, guys, for those of you who've been watching live.
Just put in more quarters, man. That's what I have to do constantly. Is just keep it running.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So as I said, those are the few things, right? And I didn't had any I didn't have one-on-one access to my mentor at that point, yet. And I would get on his group coaching calls where I can ask questions. And the crazy thing is, he would do the calls at 8 p.m. EST. For me, that would be like 2 a.m. And usually his trainings are like 2 hours to 3 hours, because he doesn't do like one of those things where, you get a mentor jumping on a live stream to answer a couple questions for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or, up to an hour. He really provides high quality coaching, through his free trainings. And I would jump and ask questions, and usually I would end up, at 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm watching his live streams, asking questions. And then, the live stream is over. And, at 5 a.m., I cannot sleep because I'm so pumped. I finally have answers to my questions. Like, I can go and do stuff, right? But, if I could go back and change things, it's number one, focus on my mindset, because that's the foundation of everything. Like, you cannot build a healthy business, you cannot build a profitable business if you don't have the right mindset. You cannot, even whatever techniques you try, whatever methods and hacks and cheat sheets, whatever, right? Whatever you try, it's not going to work, or not in however you want it to work, if your mindset is not right. This is why I mentioned earlier, once I got my mind right, I was able to attract better traffic, higher quality traffic. I was able to write better content, produce better posts, obviously, and have better messenger conversations. So that's one of the things I would change if I had to go back. It's actually work on my mindset. And number two, get a mentor without actually screwing around with courses and other things that actually just keep me stuck, right? Because
Right.
it's one thing going through a course and just studying so many things on your own and having nobody to ask you, nobody to answer your questions, nobody to review your work, because like mentors are so busy, right? And we always respect their time. But if you are in a program where you can get somebody to review your work, that's to me priceless. That's changes everything.
No, absolutely. And, a lot of what he said kind of resonates with me as well. And you kind of go back and you listen to it one more time, and, you got to spend the energy and time where you need to in order to kind of go to the next level. Right. So, I guess my next question would be really like, if you could give maybe, like a framework or kind of like a 4-step process or something. You spoke a little bit about mindset, but like, once I engage my mindset, I get that right. And, I want to go from like 0 to 10K. Like where do you think that someone should start pushing towards to step, whether it's with organic strategies? So like, am I using Facebook? How am I proceeding through Facebook? I know that's a lot of questions I just threw at you, but
That's all right. Don't worry. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you my 10K blueprint, and for those of you guys who don't know, well, basically, I think, well, that will be on this side. This is basically a 10K club award that I recently win in this brand new program that is actually changing people's lives. But I'm going to give you the exact same framework that I use, right? The exact same framework that I teach as a head coach in this program. And obviously, if you're interested in this program, you can always reach out to Eric. And if he thinks you're a type of person he wants to work with, he can introduce you to his mentor, which is our mutual mentor. And obviously, if they let you in, I'm also going to coach you on top of that for free, right? So, anyways, I'll give you this 4-step blueprint for making your first 10K online. But you got to understand a few things first, right? Number one, you got to pick your traffic source. And, this is not the steps, but I just want to, give you kind of like few tips to make it more easier to understand this 4-step framework. Because by just giving you the 4 steps, it may not make sense if you're just a beginner. At the same time, it's not going to be a lot it's not going to be enough to just teach you within 20, 30 minutes or 1 hour, right? It's like a full process that actually takes hours to teach you. So few things to keep in mind. It's first, you really got to pick your traffic source, right? Obviously, you got to pick a product and the business model you want to be in. But if you're doing high ticket affiliate marketing, first pick your traffic source. If you already have a product that you're promoting, right? A product that is actually helping people, it's getting people results, product that you believe in, not just you're promoting for the sake of making money, right? And so once you have that, think of, who can this product help, right? Can this product help this type of people or that type of, like, you gotta really think of who your target audience is, right? So once you have the answers of those questions, you gotta think of, where I can find those people, and even more importantly, how can I make them find me, right? So I'm all about attraction marketing. I'm not a guy that really likes to do cold outreach, go into random people that don't even know me and message them or call them. I feel uncomfortable doing that. I don't like it, right? I don't even like when people call me, hey, listen, do you want to hear about this new vacuum cleaner with water, whatever? So I'm really against that. So, for example, in this program that me and Eric are promoting, inside you learn about this VBM strategy, which basically helps you attract people without actually going to them, right? And what makes it powerful is because when you go to people, right, when you reach out to somebody, now you gotta prove them that you're the type of person that can help them. You gotta do the dancing for somebody to trust you, right? When you give so much value and you do the things in the right way, you attract them to you, and that puts you in what we call alpha state or alpha position, right? Where they are now looking at you, and they like are interested in getting help from you. So that's one of the things you got to think of first, the traffic source. And for me, because I promote high ticket products, products that cost more money, for me it makes more sense to do Facebook organic marketing, right? So all platforms work. YouTube works, TikTok work, YouTube. YouTube. I said Instagram works. I don't know. I'm not sure about Clubhouse, but maybe that works too. So just pick your traffic source. I pick Facebook because that's where most high ticket buyers are in this particular niche that I'm promoting in, right? Now, once you're clear on that, you can proceed with these steps, because if you're not clear on your target audience, the next steps will not make sense. This 4-step framework. So the first thing is actually traffic. How do I get traffic? And how do I make actually people find me, right? So once you figure out your traffic source and how you do that, how to actually get traffic, then you move into step number 2, which is the second part of the process. And for us who actually do Facebook organic marketing, that's actually content creation. When I say content, I mean Facebook posts, right? I don't know if I mentioned earlier, when I say traffic, I mean audience, real people. And so content, like there's different kind of content pieces you can create, like written posts, you can make videos, you can make story posts, you can make, I don't know, live streams, just like this one, right? You can even make reels now on Facebook, right? And that's something really cool. I think I'm not using them yet, but I think it's going to be really powerful. So you want to know that down and actually try it on your own, or maybe take a course or something. You can learn more about it. And so my favorite types of content for Facebook that convert really well, number one, it's live streams, obviously, right? Because on live stream you can deliver a lot. When you're actually comparing that to text, like it's even uncomparable, right? But text posts are actually powerful, and it's part of the game, right? You got to use them, because you can do different kind of things through your text posts. And what I mean by text is like written post, where you're either sharing your story, which we call your origin story post, right? You can share stories to actually inspire people, to give them mindset shifts. You can give people value, what we call its value posts, right? Call to action posts. There's like different kind of things you can post on Facebook, right? Obviously, you don't want to mix everything, right? There is like a specific type of post, like I call it the perfect content cocktail, which is like a set of few posts that I use myself, and I teach students based on what level they are. So because in the program we're in, there are like beginner students, 5-figure students, six-figure students, and so there's kind of like slightly different strategies for everybody, right? And so content is really powerful, because with content you're helping, like you're building your authority as a value provider, even if you're a beginner, like there is a specific way you do that, right? And number 2, you're giving people mindset shifts, right? Because if somebody is in a bad state of mind, you cannot help them. And this business, it's about helping people, right? At the end of the day, we want to make money, but it's all about serving and helping, right? Even Amazon does it. They help people shop without having to go to a shop, right? Business, it's about helping people and serving. And so that's the second thing. The third thing, the third reason why we publish content, it's actually to make people to reach out to us. This is why we have what we call to actions within posts, where we say people where we tell our audience to either comment for help or for more information, or we tell them to message us, right? And so that leads us to the third part of the process, right? Well, the third part of the process, it's actually Messenger, right? And this is where a lot of people actually screw up, right? So this is really connected to content, because if you're not doing your content creation properly, if you're not writing proper content, then you will end up getting people in your inbox who are just trying to sell you stuff, or people who are, they need your help, but they just cannot afford your high ticket products. And then you end up promoting something like that costs like $7 or $14 or whatever, and you need like thousands of customers to make like I don't know what, $1,000 per month or something. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I would prefer having few clients, which is less headache, and make like 5 to 10 or $10 to $20 $1,000 per month, right? So that's basically the psychology behind it, or the entire infrastructure, right? And so in Messenger, basically there is like a specific type, like specific processes, right? So um, one thing I didn't explain at the beginning of this 4-step framework is, when I was talking about traffic, there is like different type of traffic. There is cold traffic, or people who don't know you. Obviously, people who don't know you, they also don't like you and they don't trust you, right? And trust
Right.
is a key factor of actually, making people to helping people to make a decision. So warm is people who actually kind of like know you or heard about you, and hot people are they know you, they engage with your content, they just love like most of the things about you, and they need your help, they want your help, right? And so the best type of people to work with are warm and hot, right? And so there is a specific processes that we teach in this program that me and Eric promote, where with warm traffic you talk different. With people that are cold, we speak differently, right? I mean, it's not like we act a different person, but it's like a different things. We different processes we do inside our Messenger, right? So your goal in Messenger is like few things, right? First, figure out if they are the type of person you can help, or the product you're promoting, right? The second thing, you want to figure out if they can actually afford it, right? And then you actually, after you do this 4 to 5 steps, or 5 to 6 actually, to be more specific, you actually send them to either an order form, or you send them, if you're promoting a like high level program where they need to speak to somebody first, then you send them to book a call with somebody from the program, right? And phone calls have higher closing rates comparing to Messenger. If you're closing sales through Messenger, closing people through Messenger, you will have slightly, like maybe 20 to 30% less conversions, which means less sales, comparing to if you were actually doing phone calls. And there's like X reasons behind it, right? And so me, for example, and even Eric, right? I don't know if Eric actually wants to do phone calling and calling people, trying to sell them. I personally don't like it, right? This is one of the good things about this program that we're part of, where they actually call our leads and they sell them, right? And they're not just some random people, salespeople that call people. These people have converted like hundreds of thousands of dollars through phone, right? Seven figure closers who are actually calling our leads and actually closing them, and we keep the profit without actually having any like fee paying to them, which is pretty awesome.
The nice thing about that too is, you get to spend time and energy on the skills that you really need to build up too, right? So if you're not utilizing, or if you're not on a call for an hour or 30 minutes or however long it takes you to really qualify your leads and help them understand how you're trying to help them, it's really going to give you a lot of time back and really help you understand, or help you build those skills that you need later on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But
so that's a good point. So if you're talking like with 5 people per day and you spend 1 hour with each one of them, you have spent 5 hours, right? Which is the time you could put into your family, you can put into other income producing activities, right? So I mean, that's why I like leveraging. That's the good part about affiliate marketing. I don't have to do the calling. I don't have to do like even the selling, right? This is why I leverage automation, which is sales funnels and email sequences, right? So once people actually qualify and they get into my funnel, my funnel actually does the telling and selling and all that kind of stuff for me. And that's like having, experts at closing, high level copywriters and closers, or salespeople, if you want to call them, right? And they do the selling for me while I'm sleeping, eating, going out with friends, with family, whatever I do. My funnel is actually working 24/7, right? But anyways, back to this step. And the fourth thing, it's actually what really changed for me and helped me get more sales. It's actually having an irresistible offer or a bonus stack, right?
Right.
So the way I explain this is, you don't make people buy from you by actually offering them discounts or something cheaper. Because when you offer a discount, in people's mind, you're actually decreasing the value of the product you're promoting, right? So what we want to do is, we don't want to decrease the value of the product we're promoting. We want to increase the value of the product, right? So how do we do that? Say, for example, like something completely different. You're selling, like camera, right? And so if someone comes to you, I mean, if you're going to them, then you have to convince them about all this kind of stuff, right? You gotta say all the things about a camera, what it does, and all that kind of stuff. No, wait, but if you buy one more, right, whatever, right? But if you do the attraction marketing, in, like, for example, what we use is the VBM strategy, where we attract people. So when you attract people and they come to you and they ask you about this camera, they're interested, right? Now that makes it easier. And so now, like, you follow the process, and they ask you, okay, so how much is your camera, right? And we say
Mhm.
it's $1,000. And so they say, okay, so it's $1,000, and Eric is selling the same camera for $1,000, but this guy Steve, it's offering it only for $800. So why should I buy it from you, not from Eric? I mean, why not from Steve, who actually offers it cheaper? So, and it's the same camera. So my response to that is, in affiliate marketing, for example, um, you can buy the camera from Steve for $800, and you will only have, a camera, right? But when you get that camera from me, even though it costs a little bit more, which is $1,000, you're also getting extra stuff, right? So let me tell you one thing. So you said you want your camera so you can go on a vacation, right? Now, when you buy the camera from me, I'm going to give you the camera, but I'm also give you a camera case, right? So you can bring it around when you actually travel, right? So you don't have to put it in your bag, pull it out, and then you lose time because you want to capture some good moment, right? You
Mhm.
just have it handy here. Now, what I'm also going to do is, if you go on excursions and you spend like 2 hours or 6 hours or 8 hours and your battery dies, I'm also going to give you two extra batteries at cost of, I don't know, $40 or whatever, if $80. And now I'm going to give them for free as a bonus, because you're buying the camera from me at no extra cost. It still costs $1,000. So pretty much that's how we do bonuses, right? And in our examples, for example, if you were to join this program through Eric, for example, and if he thinks you're a good fit for the program and he thinks he can help you, then he's going to provide you, with additional stuff that can help you more. So these are not just random things to bribe people to buy through you, but it's actually about helping them, right? So now these are the four steps that got me to 10K, right? Now, one thing that is really important to mention, it's actually, I did this by promoting high ticket products, right? If I was about to promote, low ticket products, it would take me a lot more clients to actually convert and to make $10,000, right? But when you're making $1,000, I mean, it's 2022 by now. I mean, 1,000 is now what, like the new low ticket or mid ticket, right?
Right.
So you want to be making like at least 1,500, or in our program we make 2,000, 3,000, and $5,000 commissions. We don't have to call. And so, like, say for example, for the lowest commission, you make $2,000, right? They call your leads, they call five of your leads, and they close them, and you've made $10,000. Five people, five sales, right? Now, if they sell the 5K package for you, I mean, you make 5K commissions. That's only two sales you need to get this beautiful award, by the way.
So that that was a ton of value, and if you caught all of it, awesome. Like, and then not only that is, if you're interested, as he mentioned earlier, we're going to have anybody who's interested into look at joining the group. There's a couple bonuses that he's already added in and talked about earlier. But also what I want to do is I want to respect Serdjim's time, and we've we're already 50 minutes in. So I want to leave, the last 10 minutes to kind of answer any questions through the messaging, and let me take a look through here and see if, looks like, hey, Lauren, she asks, where do you find bonuses to boost offers?
Where do we find bonuses to boost offers? So I'm not sure what you mean, but like if you're talking about how do we create bonus offers, that's basically what I was talking about earlier. So one tip I can give you on how to create bonuses, it's think of post-purchase problems, right? And not real problems, but what are the next thing my client will need after they buy this product, right? So if you're promoting, say for example, TikTok is now the trend, right? Because a lot of people want to jump in on TikTok and do the dancing, thinking they can make money, but whatever, right? So you're promoting a TikTok course or a 15-day business challenge, whatever, right? And what is missing in that program? So maybe that's one-on-one support. So that's one of the things you can offer as a bonus. Now, what else it's missing, right? So maybe it's missing, social media swipes or videos that they can model or they can use like copy paste, right? Because sometimes you get lazy clients, right? And so that's you can pile up your own best converting videos for TikTok, maybe, right? And you can plug them into one package, create a product, and give it to them as a bonus, right? Another thing you can give as a bonus, it's software, right? If you have your own software or you want to buy it and actually provide to your client to help them more, sometimes I do that. Or other things, you got to think of all the things that can actually help your clients after purchasing the product you're promoting. So make a list what they will need, and then make a list of what you can create that can solve that problem.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Oh, looks like, let's see. Do we have any more questions? Modesta. What's up, Modesta?
What's up?
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're most welcome, Lauren. All right. I will give everybody 2 more minutes to chime in on any questions they may have. I do have one question for you, Serdjim. Even though we're talking about 10K strategies, and you've kind of gone up, you're elevating yourself, you're going through the different like 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K and up. Like, was there like a difference in like anything that you did to kind of get past those points of like, oh, hey, I'm stuck at this commission per month, or I'm hitting these kind of walls? So is there maybe like a tip or maybe a strategy that you used to kind of get you past and up to where you are now?
So the thing is, making your first $10,000, it's actually a lot harder than making your first $100,000. And a lot of people who haven't made $10,000 have hard time accepting that fact. And it's a fact, right?
Right.
The reason why, because when you haven't made $10,000, you're like, you don't even know what you're doing yet, right? I'm not saying that even when you make 10K or even 50K, like you've made 50K, you're still kind of figuring out the game, right? This is why I'm always mind blown when I see somebody's make $10,000 or $20 or $50,000 or heck, even $100,000, and they create their own course to try and teach other people. Like, come on. And so the thing is, once I got to a like 10K, for example, when I'm like, my goal was to make $10,000 in 6 months after I started applying everything, right? And I didn't hit that goal. I was like $2,000 short by August, I think. No, July, or I remember the exact day. I think July 2020. And so, not July, actually June. And then July, was it July? I think it was July. July, I was like $3,000 over. So I made my first $13,000, right? And so then next month I'm making $10,000, and I'm starting to freak out. Like, I'm thinking, what is going on? Is this going down? and then I'm stopping. Like, I'm thinking, like, what? I'm still above 5 figures a month, so that's okay. But it's all mindset, right? It's all mindset, and that's first thing. The second thing is how you grow more. One of the things that helped me, it's actually optimizing this bonus, right? So a lot of times when I was actually promoting some affiliate programs, I would start, I would create my own bonus, my unique, that is like nobody's else. And I would
Okay.
start promoting, and I would start making sales, and maybe I'll climb the leaderboard to, fourth, fifth, sixth, or first or second place. And the contest is not yet done or whatever. And then I would see like 10, 20, 30, 50 other affiliates having the same bonus. I'm like, what? And then I'm changing some things and optimizing it and making it better and better and better, because bonuses are like what I would say the key factor of making people buy through you. Like it's an easy sale. It makes the sale like almost effortlessly when you have a high quality bonus.
I like that. So basically you're providing a uniqueness to the individuals that want to come through you, and then also obviously you're providing a little bit more value by tacking on those new bonuses, or maybe a more unique bonus to your audience.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but the way I like to think about it, it's everybody's trying their best, right? I'm thinking of how do I 10x that? How do I not only how do I make myself different, but how do I make my bonus 10 times better than everybody else? Right?
Right.
That's the key. Even when I put my effort in building my business, I'm like, I'm gonna work 10x more than this guy, right?
Let's see. It looks like we got a couple more. Getting baby to bed. Oh, okay. Great to see someone live on Friday evening. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who parties on Friday evening or anything like that? How do you do your overlay? It looks cool. Oh, well, thank you. That's an extra bonus. Maybe I'll throw in if you want to come hang out with me and join my group, and maybe we can get you a nice little overlay like I have. No, I'm kidding. If we can talk privately about that. It's actually quite simple. But anyway, it looks like we don't have any more questions over the course. It looks like we had people coming in and out, but I appreciate everybody that's come to check us out, come to listen to us. I know it's Friday. You could be doing something better with your Friday, but you came and saw us. So I appreciate it. Not only that, Serdjim, I appreciate your time, man. You're doing a lot of things. This man's busy. It was hard to get a hold of him. I actually asked him back in January to do a live, and I got him at the end of February. So, we all stay busy. But again, Serdjim, I appreciate your time. We're hitting that hour mark. So I want to make sure that we respect his time and close the door. And again, this live is going to be available on my profile for the next 24 hours. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in my group. And then if you want to work with me, or you're looking to get a little bit more value, go to my profile and go ahead and add or click on my link to my Facebook group, and I'll be able to help you in there as well. But other than that, everybody have a wonderful weekend. And thanks again, Serdjim.
Thanks, man. See you guys.